figure fans, it's the one and only Optibotimus finished with another video review. And on today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at something a little bit different, but I hope you enjoy it and stick around. Now, I know previously I had reviewed some of the Funko subscription boxes, specifically the Marvel Collector Core, but these ones are not a part of any subscription. They are available at mostly just regular retail locations. And with the new Avengers Infinity War coming out, Funko has released a line of pop figures specifically from that film. And from now, leading up to the release of the movie, I'm going to be taking a look at some of them because a lot of them look really cool, and I'll warn you right now that these figures may contain spoilers, and subsequently these reviews may have some, for that Infinity War movie. So starting off first, we're going to be taking a look at number 286, which is Thor. For the package, obviously you have the pop Avengers Infinity War logo, 286, Thor right there. You got an image of him and then an open window that fully showcases him from the front as well as the side. And then when you look at the side, you can see his name, the number, the top of his head. You got the full image on this side, and then you got another kind of cut off image right there. On the back, you have all the figures that are currently available in the regular release. Now, what I mean by that is when you look at Vision, as you can see, he's got a sticker here that says he's a Hot Topic exclusive, which means Thor is available pretty much everywhere. The only place that you can get Vision is at Hot Topic. So he's not actually listed on this. Now there's another one that's not listed on here, and that would be Black Widow. I don't know why Black Widow's not on here, but as you can see, Vision is not. Packaging is basically the same, but obviously this says 307. It's got the image of him there. The image here shows Vision kind of floating around. But the back of it, if you take a look at the side, other than the side image here being the different, the product shots here are the same. And as I mentioned, all of these figures are available at pretty much every retail location. The exclusive ones, though, you're going to have to do a little bit of searching for. But for the packaging on these guys, that's about it. So without further ado, let's get them out here and see how cool they actually are. Alright guys, so here we have Thor and Vision open up and out of their packaging. And right up front, again, because of the nature of how these figures look, there could be potential spoilers for the Infinity War movie. So don't get mad at me if I mention something that could end up being in the movie. Starting off first with Thor, he's probably the one that kind of gives the most away. Now, first up, in case you're not familiar with Marvel Funko figures, they are bobbleheads. You can see there is no articulation in them. They're all basically statues except for the bobblehead. Now, you can kind of turn it. It is just on a little spring there, and I do it a lot of times. Instead of having them looking straight on you like this, I'll turn the body and I'll turn the head so you get a little bit more of a dynamic look for it. But here we have Thor, if it'll focus on Thor, and not so much Vision in the background, but you can see this is where you're going to get some potential spoilers. Looking at his outfit, you can see it's very similar to what a lot of, I guess, Thor outfits have looked like historically in the past, specifically like with the little nubs on his torso bit. This is mostly all done in black, though. You can see he got a nice matte black for his pants, a little bit more of a glossy black for his boots, some nice silver, heavy duty, what look to be padded gloves here. He's got his whole beard and everything. One thing that you're noticing, and again, I don't know if this is how it's going to be in the movie. We haven't seen the movie, but there's no eye patch on here. Now, most of the time, this is how their eyes look. They're just black dots, so that could replicate a patch. You can see the scar that's on there, but I would imagine they would have put an eye patch on there. We don't know if he's going to get his eye back, or, I mean, you've seen it before where he's kind of changed his look, mostly, you know, to kind of disguise himself. So when he's walking around, he'll be wearing jeans and a t-shirt and things like that. We saw that in Ragnarok, and then he uses his power to change back to, you know, the normal looking Thor. Maybe he's doing that with his eye. Who knows? It's all speculation at this point. But this is the big kind of spoiler. We know this to be Stormbreaker, which initially in the comics was Beta Ray Bill's weapon. Beta Ray was known to be a wielder of Mjolnir. He was worthy, and when it went back to Thor, they said, you know what, you kind of deserve to have a hammer as well. So they forged this form, which is very similar to Mjolnir, but here we have it now. Now, if you saw Ragnarok, you know that Hela destroyed Mjolnir, And a lot of people were wondering what they're going to do, but other toys have already shown this, mostly from like, I think it's Hasbro and stuff. They have a role play toy that says Stormbreaker. It's interesting because it kind of looks, and again, this is all speculation, but in a lot of the toys and things like that, the handle of it kind of looks like Groot's arm. So who knows? It's curious, but overall really nice. You can see his hair. He's got a little schmutz there on the back. Clean that up, but overall really nice. I do dig this guy. He displays nicely, and then like I said, you kind of pull up and then you can kind of twist, and sometimes it doesn't line up properly, so I just kind of keep doing it. So I do it a little more to get kind of a head turn sort of thing. Now for Vision, as I said, he is a Hot Topic exclusive. Again, get him out of the way because he wants the focus. Now, the only place that you can get this is through Hot Topic. I don't know if they're going to release a regular version somewhere else. We have gotten other Vision figures before, again, bobblehead kind of thing. Most of the other ones that we've gotten has him standing. You can see he's kind of floating in this though, and he's held up by his cape. On a flat surface, it works really nicely. On some surfaces that are not quite flat, he tends to want to lean forward. There's not a lot of stability in this. I mean, it kind of loops around, so you would think that it worked, but I've had them fall off my shelf, which is kind of unfortunate. But great looking cape here. You can see some nice textural detail in the back of it. It looks really good. Great paint. In terms of like the metallic, I don't even know what color you would call this, but you got some metallic stuff. You got the purple and everything. Really nice metallic purple and green for his suit. Throughout the whole thing looks really good. You got the Mind Stone right there at the center. And for the most part, I don't think that there's any real spoilers in his outfit or anything. I mean, you can see that it's a little bit translucent, but we know that Vision can phase through things, so I don't think there's really anything special about this guy. He still has that in there, so Thanos hasn't ripped it out yet. We've seen that in the trailers where Thanos is trying to rip it out of his forehead, which looks very painful. Tilt his head around maybe. You always kind of got to go this way to get it to wrap around. Again, there we go. So do that. But in general, really fun. I know there's not a lot of people that like collecting these, but they're the new Infinity War figures, and I figured with the movie coming out, some of you guys might actually enjoy seeing these. So I'm going to take a look at two of them in each review. This first one here obviously is Thor and Vision. Up next, I'm going to be taking a look at Black Widow and Captain America. I don't think either of those are exclusives. Although, like I said, Black Widow for some reason is not on the back of the package, but her packaging doesn't have any special sticker or anything, so I don't think she's exclusive. I just think that maybe she's like part of another wave. But that's it for this, guys. As I said, the majority of these are going to be at regular retail. When there is an exclusive one, such as Vision being from Hot Topic, I'll let you know that, so that you know where you can go to get these. But if you can't collect the Hot Toy figures, which are, you know, like a year and a half away, these are nice pieces to have. They're cool looking, and hey, it's the Avengers. But that's it, guys. I want to thank you all for tuning in. If you like this video, I would really appreciate your support and letting me know by hitting that thumbs up button. It actually does go a long way towards helping me out, and I would really appreciate it. Also, if you're new here, welcome. And before you go, make sure you subscribe in case you haven't already subscribed. That way you get instant email notifications whenever I upload a new video, and you'll never miss out on a future review of mine. Or hey, if you're already subscribed, now more than ever, it's important to make sure that you're getting those email notifications. We all know just how unreliable that YouTube subscription box is, and the best way to help support my channel and not miss any future reviews of mine is to click on that little bell right below this video and double check your settings to make sure that they're set so that you get those email notifications. And as always, until next time, till all are one.